Last one. This week in Shut Up and Stick to Painting. Former President George W. Bush delivered a speech criticizing President Obama's handling of the Middle East. He implied that pulling out of Iraq was a bad idea. George Bush gave the speech at the spring meeting of the Republican Jewish Coalition. But it turns out it was all a big mix-up. He intended to give the speech at the Republicans with Unbelievably Huge Balls Coalition.
Yeah. I tried to be part of that group, but I
didn't make the cut.
Didn't make the cut. Yeah.
I figured.
You love
I've heard.
saying the cut thing.
I've heard. No, all I'm saying is this. Is there anybody in the world who has less authority to talk shit about somebody's handling of the Middle East than George Bush?
No, there's nobody.
Like maybe Osama bin Laden or something?
Maybe so, yeah. But he's dead now, so Bush moved back up.
Fair enough.
But here's the thing. Remember, like 2 weeks, I think it was, or 2 months before he invaded Iraq, he didn't know that there was a difference between Sunni Muslims and Shia Muslims. So this is not a guy who should be saying this. However, I kind of understand his point of view. He's kind of saying, look, Obama, I understand there's like a presidential bro code. I'm not supposed to, criticize you. But listen, fucking up the entire Middle East, that's my thing. Get your own damn legacy.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a good point. But and to some extent, I think Obama did fuck up the Middle East. The thing is, when George Bush says it, it's like if Bill O'Reilly says something, we just assume it's wrong. Like if George Bush says it, we think it's wrong. He's not actually wrong.
So you're saying that you're blaming Obama for screwing up the Middle East?
I mean, the Middle East was sufficiently fucked up before he got there.
Right.
But he doubled down on it. Yeah, I mean, really, like Libya, Sudan, Egypt, Yemen, Somalia. I mean, the Middle East is really jacked up right now, and he had a lot to do with it.
So okay, Bush is right, like a stop clock, twice a day. But he's wrong on the substance of what he's saying, because he pointed all the things you pointed to, right? Iran, Iraq, Saudi Arabia, all these problems.
Wow.
But he said that this president is constantly in retreat. Retreat.
Yeah, we ain't in retreat.
If this is in retreat, I don't want to see what advancement is like. It's like a Michael Bay movie without the Victoria's Secrets models. Yeah.
I think it's an interesting point you make, though, because everything Bush is saying in terms of content is wrong, but because he's saying it, we're not listening to it, and so what happens is we just end up spending all our time making fun of George Bush, making fun of Dick Cheney.
It's so much fun.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah.
At the Correspondents' Dinner, everybody, look, remember at the Correspondents' Dinner, look at this.
A few weeks ago, Dick Cheney says he thinks I'm the worst president of his lifetime. Which is interesting because I think Dick Cheney is the worst president of my lifetime.
See what I mean?
Yes. Presidential burn.
Yeah, no, he burned him. But that's what happens. So you end up spending all day laughing at Dick Cheney and George Bush, which is fun, and losing sight of the fact that the Middle East is still on fire.
So he likes this. Obama likes this.
Oh, everybody loves when George Bush talks shit about him.
Well, here for me is the bottom line. I think if Obama had done what he should have done when he first came into office and held these guys accountable, every time we had to hear a quote from Bush or Cheney, it would be preceded by former Vice President Dick Cheney talking to you from his jail cell at The Hague. It would come in with a little bit more of that.
That would have worked out better.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for watching.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click here for more videos.
And make sure to catch new episodes Friday at 9 p.m. on HuffingtonPost.com.